Welcome to another episode of Peralta Matters. I am your host, Jay Calhoun. This episode will be focused on the new Chancellor of the Peralta Community College District, so sit back, relax, and let's get into what matters here at Peralta.
I'm Congresswoman Barbara Lee. Join me in watching Peralta TV.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I am your host, Jay Calhoun. We are now joined by Peralta College's newest Chancellor, Dr. Jowel Laguerre. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Glad to be with you.
Oh, our pleasure. Let's give our viewers, first and foremost, a little brief history of Dr. Laguerre. Who are you, where you come from, what you're doing, how'd you get here?
Well, it is a 59-year history, so I'm not sure how brief it can be.
Give me the last 30.
The last 30. Well, I was born and raised in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
Went to school in Haiti,
Okay.
did my undergraduate studies there.
Right on.
I also was a teacher.
In Haiti?
In Haiti.
Right on.
Early on, one of the subjects that interested me a lot was mathematics. And the reason why it interested me was because people said it was hard,
right.
and it was difficult at times,
right.
but I always saw it as something that could be conquered. Because of that, I pursued a degree in teaching mathematics and physics, which I thoroughly loved and still love. These are two of my favorite subjects in the world to teach. And so that I didn't know what kind of doors that would open for me. Because of the rigor of my studies, I was able to do a lot of things, including picking on Haitian Creole, which is a language that we have in Haiti. And as a result of that, I became an instructor at the U.S. Embassy in the 80s.
Outstanding.
And had an opportunity to come to the University of Kansas because one of the professors there wanted to start a Haitian Studies program. So I went to Kansas, that was 1982, and studied there, got a couple of master's degrees and my doctorate.
Just a couple, just a couple.
Just a couple. And also really worked very hard in establishing the Haitian Studies program at the University of Kansas.
Outstanding.
As a result of that, we published some books, and so that kind of got me going. My love for teaching, however, never really stopped. I became a mathematics teacher at one of the high schools in Kansas City. As I continued to work with the university, teaching and doing research. And I also started one of the best things I think I've ever done in my life. I started a program to recruit young people to become teachers. That's something that I'm still proud of, something I still try to do. Whenever I find a young person who'd like to get a good profession, I tend to lead them toward teaching. So there is in me, as the Chancellor of Peralta Community College District, the love of teaching, the love of learning, and the love of serving students. So as a result of that, I really became Vice President of Student Service, Dean of Student Services, Dean of Instruction, and then Vice President, and here I am. Right on. Now, I'm very glad to be at Peralta Community College.
Let's back up a little bit. What would you say is the connection, or not even the connection, because clearly it was the professor's interest in Haitian culture, but University of Kansas and Haiti? You know, you don't put that together in a sentence first off the bat. How did that happen? How did it happen, and how was it received?
Yeah, well, I think one of the beauties of the American higher education system is the fact that it is universal. Meaning that you can find a professor who goes to some place that nobody has ever heard of, Well, in the case of Kansas,
Right.
we hadn't really heard of Kansas in Haiti.
Right,
But
right.
Kansas has heard of Haiti.
Right.
So he, in 1957, for the first time, he went to Haiti, fell in love with the country,
okay.
and then said that he really wanted to do something
Gotcha.
special
Gotcha.
so that people at the University of Kansas can experience what he's experiencing about Haiti. And because of that, we now have a Haitian Studies program at the University of Kansas. And I remember when he met me and told me about the University of Kansas, I repeated the University of Texas because I had heard of Texas, but never of Kansas.
Right.
But now, you know, I was. It shows you that I didn't know anything yet because to me, Kansas is one of the best places in the world.
Right on.
Probably second to California.
I was going to say, now that you're here, you got to
yes. Yeah.
So now that you are here and you are engulfed in the Peralta system, how have you been welcomed? What are you seeing about our district?
The first thing, the district internally, I think, has been a great place because I knew a couple of, not too many, a few folks from the Peralta community colleges that I interacted with for probably over 10 years. So I knew folks, and they were fine people to be associated with. As I went through, as I observed the Peralta Community College District from a distance, I had some familiarity with it, although I did not take it for granted, thinking that from the outside I really knew the district, and I'm glad that I didn't think that I really knew the district until I came here. So through the interview process, I got to meet more people, and when I started interacting with the board, I definitely saw that this was a nice group of people that I really would love to work for.
Right on.
So I think all of that really helped a lot before I came to the college.
Right.
Coming to the college, I feel that I've been welcomed very well.
Outstanding.
Many people have been gone, and they're returning this coming week.
That's right.
So we'll see what the rest of them think of me.
They'll get in line.
At that time, we'll see. But perhaps the most incredible thing has been really the way that I've been received by the community at large. The external community to Peralta Community College. I feel that I've started really to bond very well with the community, and that is something that makes somebody feel that you are really at home.
Yes.
And then it becomes a place that you really want to spend time in and all of that. So I started to really I've started to really feel very comfortable at Peralta Community Colleges and in the Bay Area.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like that.
very good.
We're going to have some more from Dr. Laguerre in a few minutes. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Vox Parata. We're here at Laney College asking students what advice would they have to others looking to come into college.
The advice that I would give to somebody that's trying to get back into college is to definitely use the resources that are here at Laney.
Really stay on top of your work, study a lot, and show up to class. Showing up to class gives you points, so that kind of adds up at the end of the semester for you.
You can get a lot of your general education out of the way, and the first 2 years that you would spend as a freshman and a sophomore, you would save a lot of money compared to going to a four-year school.
And you could be a lot more successful in terms of, you know, the indenture servitude, which is the loans that you take on your name, you'll have a lot less. So you won't have as much stress coming out of college, trying to pay the loans back and also pursuing a career.
So I think it's important for everyone just to be involved in their own kind of academic development, and even if they don't know exactly what they want to do, just to be taking classes and trying to kind of figure out what you do want to do in your life.
College is very challenging, but I advise it for anyone who wants to learn and is willing to learn. It brought me back so I can better myself as a person and hopefully carry it on and pass it to someone else.
Well, folks, there you have it. The popular voice right from the students, right at Laney on the Quad. I'm your host, Brianna Rogers, and you're watching Vox Peralta on Peralta TV. See you next time.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I am your host, Jay Calhoun. We're continuing our conversation with our new Chancellor, Dr. Laguerre. Doctor, let's talk a little bit now about some of the current challenges facing the Peralta Community District, and a little bit about what you see and how you want to address them.
Mm-hmm. I think the first challenge that I encountered, which I expected there could be the challenge, was the news from the accreditation agency that 2 of our colleges were put on probation and 2 on warning.
Okay.
So I think that that was something that that greeted me as part of a challenge. And usually when this comes about, I personally do not have problems with it, but the potential for it to have a negative effect on the colleges, or at least on the perception of the colleges, I think, is what we had to deal with.
Talk a little bit about what that means, to be on warning and to be actually put on probation.
On probation, it means that you have some issues that you need to address. Okay. And in our case, I believe that some of the issues are things that we really need to work on. Others are things that we're already addressing.
Gotcha.
But with not enough time to have addressed them, and so it's normal that the visiting team would do that.
Gotcha.
So as I mentioned in an interview with a newspaper, you really have several choices when this happens. You can decide to fight. You can go and give up, or you can say, yeah, these are really interesting things for us to work on. Even though we may know ourselves to be better than the way that we are characterized, we can still stand up and say, yeah, we're going to address them. We have addressed them, and therefore we do not have any fear for the future.
Outstanding.
And it doesn't mean that our colleges do not have accreditation. We are accredited. That's not an issue at all. It's just that we have some issues to work on. So I think immediately our presidents and the colleges, as well as the district, saw the things that we need to do. So we've started really to work on those issues. And so we're supposed to submit a report in 2016, October 2016. So we have time to really address some of those issues. And so I have no fear at all. One thing that the audience may want to know is that I am very familiar with the accreditation process.
Outstanding.
As somebody who not only has served on visiting teams, but also someone who has chaired visiting teams.
Outstanding.
So I think that I have the knowledge necessary, the background, and the impetus to be able to lead us to a satisfactory resolution of those issues.
Without getting into the particulars, what would be some of the first and the highest criteria that a team is looking for when they visit a college?
When they visit the college, they need to see that you have actually made progress.
From previous years, reports?
If you have not, there are things that you may not fully resolve yet, but you need to show that you are addressing them. And most importantly for us, we need to show evidence. Proof that we are actually doing it, because there were a lot of things that we were already doing, as I mentioned earlier, but because we didn't document them well enough for the team, now we need to make sure that we document those things. So we need to document that we are really making progress toward what is expected of us. And I think from there, my goal with the 4 institutions as well as the district office is to make sure that we never get back to that kind of status again, because we will attend to things that we need to attend to.
I appreciate that. One of the greatest things I think I've seen so far in what you've done is a phrase I like to say called putting the community back in community college. And that really comes with more than just the emphasis on students, which is high and important, but it also has a tentacle to the outreaching places that actually provide these students to us, the communities that surround our colleges. Talk a little bit about the community outreach you've been doing and what you've been witnessing.
Oh, well, that's the reason I know that the community is very welcoming, because as I started making efforts to contact people in the community, I think people from the community were saying that they were looking for ways to connect with me as the new chancellor. So it's been really good.
Some of the people you talked to?
Some of the people. The mayor of the city of Oakland was one of the, Libby Schaaf is Honorable Libby Schaaf is one of the first people that I met, and I was really excited to see her education platform, her education plan in terms of what she wants to see happen for education in the community, meaning that ensuring that every student who comes from the city would be eligible either for college or for training. And not only, what's exciting about it is the comprehensiveness of what the city really wants to do, which is to make sure that we start attending to young children's development from birth,
before they get to
before they're even born, to start looking at the mothers, and then to take it throughout, and then at the end of it, what they want to do is to make sure that they provide support for young people when they come to the college. So in addition to the support that we would provide for them at the college level, the Oakland Promise, as they call it, would ensure that the students get the support that they need from the city itself, from the project itself. That is really beautiful.
That's awesome.
Now, that makes me really excited as a chancellor to see how ready the community is to receiving, to helping people achieve.
That's awesome.
I also met with the president of the school board for Oakland Unified School District, and that was a very invigorating conversation.
Outstanding.
It so happened that the college and the school district had been working on a dual enrollment whereby we can teach classes in the high schools of Oakland Unified School District. And so that's something that we really want to celebrate, something that will make a big difference in the lives of many students in the school district. And then I met with faith-based organizations, and we've had, the things that we have in common. They want to elevate the students in their communities and the young people in their communities, and we want to make sure that that elevation is part of what we do as well. I think that really nice cohesion there. And then I visited Fruitville, which was incredible in terms of the potential that exists in that area for the college and for the community to really work together for economic development as well as for education of young people. So it's been really exciting. Was invited at Comcast to meet with some business leaders. The Oakland Chamber of Commerce was there. Comcast was there, and Waffle and Chicken.
Chicken and Waffles.
Chicken Waffle and Waffle was there, and it was really and several others meeting with the Workforce Investment Board President, as well as the Private Industry Council.
You got them all.
Got them all.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
We'll be right back in a few more minutes with Dr. Laguerre.
Welcome to Vox Peralta. I'm your host, Brianna Rogers. Today, we're at Berkeley City College, asking the students what advice would they have to potential students interested in going to college.
If you're at all interested in coming to college, come. Come.
Make plans on what you want to do. And then if you have plans, just stick to your plan. And then, that's how you become successful.
Go to this kind of college, community college, especially the Peralta College, and to continue,
Well, it gives them a broader perspective. Instead of just going straight to work, I think that college really opens up their opportunity.
Just really apply yourself, because there's a lot of opportunities here. Everybody's really supportive and welcoming, and there's a lot of different ways you can get involved.
Don't be shy. Make a connection with a student on campus, because that's an untapped resource, absolutely.
Well, folks, there you have it. The popular voice right from the students. I'm your host, Brianna Rogers, and you're watching Vox Peralta on Peralta TV. See you next time.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. We are continuing our conversation with the new Chancellor. Dr. Laguerre, I want to talk a little bit more about your importance and emphasis in community development as it helps and pertains to educating these students. Why is it such a connection? What's the motivation behind it?
I think that at the introduction, you mentioned the fact that I want to put the community back into the community college, and
right.
that's what it's about.
We
are the community's colleges. We are supported by the community. The community invests a lot in us. Therefore, it is important for us to make sure that we take good care of the investment of the community.
Yes.
Now, the community has several aspects to it. One of them is the education of young people.
Right.
So we need to take that very seriously.
Right.
And if we are not involved in the community, there may be certain segments of the community that certain segments that do not believe that we understand them, we care about them. Therefore, being present, letting them know that we are here for them is extremely important. We also, another aspect of the community is business.
Yes.
Businesses are extremely important. Small businesses are really what make our community work well. So it's important for us to reach out to businesses. By reaching out to businesses, they are able to share with us what is relevant, what it is that they want for young people to know in order for them to help their businesses strive. So it's important for us to do that. And then there is a whole constituent out there that vote for bonds, that vote for trustees and what have you, that really need to see us, not only during times of election, but but all the time, for us to make sure that we share with them the results of their investment, the investment that they've made in the country. And because a lot of times there are many things that we do, but the community has no idea that we are doing those things. So it is important for us to share with them programs that we have, facilities that we have, and very importantly, cooperation and collaboration that what we can do together. What can we do to make things better for nonprofit organizations in the community, for businesses in the community. And a lot of times when we help make things easier for them, we end up helping our students as well. So that's really a combination, a marriage that's really important for us to do. And whoever named us community college, I think knew exactly what those folks were saying when they said that we are community college, and it is important for us to make sure that we really shine as the community's college. That's why the community is so important.
We have the privilege of seeing the things that you go through and the things that you think about and your C-Direct that you give to most of the Peralta employees. Talk a little bit about, as you are developing your vision and your future plans for the district, talk a little bit about what you're seeing as the future for our district.
You mentioned that the C-Direct, which is the Chancellor's direct communication, and not just to most employees, but to all employees. It is important for me to assess the needs of the community, to assess what the community thinks of our colleges. It's also important for me to understand what our employees, our faculty, our staff, our administrators, what they think is going on, and what it is that we need to do to elevate our district. It's important for me to compare where we are to where some other districts are.
True.
So that we make sure that we are competing, not in a selfish way, but in a way to really uplift what we are doing, making sure that we are keeping up with the best in the business. So it's important for us to really dialogue. Important for us to have communication, to talk before we set really what the vision and the goals are for the district. Right. When we set that up, it will not be just what the Chancellor and maybe a couple of his colleagues think, or just the board think, but rather what we all think. Whether it's the board, whether it is members of the community, whether it is faculty, staff, and everybody really will have and has an opportunity to contribute to what that vision is. So often we talk about shared vision, but the shared vision is not a vision that you put out by yourself and then you say to everybody, well, share in that, but rather you need, in building that vision, you need to look for input, feedback into building that vision.
How do you really see that effectively operating in bureaucracy?
I think several major organizations have made it happen really well.
Outstanding.
General Electric being one of them. And I think that I have the experience. I also have the character, the temperament to really make it happen. Because what you do is that after we all agree this is where we're going, then it's really up to everyone at the institution to own it and to work on it. But it's up to me as well to be approachable to our employees. It's up to me to not just let the employees come to me, but for me to go to them. To ask how it is going. Is there any modification we need to make to our plans, to what we're going to do? And to make sure that I also provide the appropriate resources for the vision to be realized. And not just set the vision and then go do something else. But we need to believe in it first, and then make sure that throughout the organization, from the top to the bottom, that we are really living that vision and those goals that we have set up for ourselves. I believe, really in my heart, as I was going through the process for this position and today, that Peralta Community Colleges can be the very best in the nation, the very best in the Bay Area. I think that we have the support from our community. We have the staff and the faculty that can make it happen. What we need is a coming together around a vision that we all see, and then move this district forward.
Outstanding.
That makes me excited.
And it should. It should. Well, welcome again to the district.
Thank you.
And in the words of the immortal Beatles, come together right now in behalf of Dr. Laguerre. We'll be right back in a few more minutes with Peralta Matters.
All aboard!
I'm Courtney Brown. I teach computer science at Merritt College. Like your future, Peralta Colleges.
Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I want to thank our guest today for coming on the show. And for more information about the Peralta Colleges, please visit us at peralta.edu. Until the next time, please do something that matters.
Peralta TV, programs that matter.